back to another episode of my turbo kit for my 2004 Acura RSX that is swapped with a K20Z1 engine. As you can see, we've obviously made a lot of progress in the first episode. We did get the turbo mounted, thankfully. We also did clock it as well, so it's in a position where we can run that intercooler up to it right there. If you haven't watched the first episode, I definitely recommend you go check that out. I will link it in the description of this episode. But yeah, basically, we got all the prep work done, or at least the majority of the prep work done in the engine bay. So in this episode, we're actually gonna work in the back of the car. We're gonna get that fuel pump installed. And I guess whatever else we can get to in this episode, you'll see it later on in the video. Be sure to stick around. It's gonna be a good one.
Just had to take out the fuel pump. There's this cover under the seats. There's a little bolt on when you put the seat down. There's a bolt on the back. It's screwed into that little hole right there. And that holds the bottom of the seat down. And then you got these 4 Phillips screws to screw this over the fuel pump. You got to unplug this with these 2 tabs right there. This you've got to unplug. You just got to push down really hard and pull that thing out. And then you got this over this, and just got to hit it with the flathead and the hammer. Comes right off. Just chisel it around, and then be careful pulling it out. Got the thermostat cover put on, the block plate or delete kit for the firewall heater core hose, and then got the fuel pump out. It's the Type-S fuel pump, kind of different than that 8th gen. So we just got this fuel pump assembly separated apart. First you got to kind of squeeze these tabs right here with the needle nose to get them popped out of here, and then the tab on this one, I think it's over here, right here, and then there's another tab on here. It's right here. Push that down, slide the whole thing out, and then get your Phillips or your flathead and pry all these tabs. Just be careful. There's one right here too, and then there's one right here, and there's another one on the same side, same spot. Take that plug out, pop that wire out. Now you got this almost all by itself. If we can get this to come off, I don't know if we even want it off, but it seems like it should be coming off. Yeah, there it goes. Careful with your fingers, and then there you go. Pumps out. Alright, so I got this new AAM fuel pump. I think it's the 340. So we got a good amount of stuff in here. Filter, little covers. That's a good piece. So pretty much we're just going to cut this wire right here. It's the switch of the fuel pump. We're going to splice it into here, keeping the black to the black and the red to the blue. This other little wire obviously goes to the black as well. Got a couple butt connectors. These here wires may go a little bit bigger this size. That's for the fuel pump now.
right, so basically I just got home from work, and apparently my dog John busted out the whole fuel pump while I was at work. Big shout out to that boy. I can't stress it, you know, having good people in your life can get you very far. Oh yeah, he also did the heater core block off as well, so that's super clutch. That's gonna get me very far into the progress of this turbo kit. Hella appreciated. Definitely go check him out. His link will be in the description as well, along with my boy Kevin. They're both my roommates. They both got boosted at size. Definitely go check them out. But yeah, so I guess my next plan of action is the battery relocation. I'm thinking I might go in the trunk, but I have a nightmare of parts because we moved into a new house and this was kind of my parts storage. So I got a bunch of junk crap parts I got to get rid of, or at least moved out of here so I can relocate that battery. All right, much better. I can see now. It's starting to finally get dark out, and I'm not gonna lie, Harbor Freight is super fire for having that light. I'm telling you, it's so nice. But yeah, we just got a bunch of junk parts in here. I already cleared some of it out. Got a Buddy Club seat rail. If anyone wants to get a seat rail for an Ep.2 or RSX, hit me up. I got that. And we got some struts in there. I'm gonna get all that out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start mounting that battery up. All right, so I'm gonna have a little bit of change of plans here since the weather isn't the greatest in the Midwest during the spring. We're kind of getting hit with snowy, flurry crap right now, so I did have to close the garage. So I guess we're gonna probably just work in the front for now. Just close the garage. It's freaking cold out. But yeah, did just get these 3 things in the mail today. This is for the fuel return. I am gonna be running E85, so this just came in the mail today.
Cause some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Got this quick connect for the fuel fitting, and then I did get this CX Racing intercooler piping kit, but you know, luckily enough for me, it didn't come with any 90s, any 45 couplers. So I did just pick up this 90-degree coupler to go on the intercooler right here at that top mounting location. So I did get the 90 on, or I guess I just kind of got it test fitted. Does kind of rub up on this, so I think what I might do is I might just try to trim it so it isn't as far out, because I feel like there's way too much room right here. It might be a little too big, but yeah, I'll cut that up, try to get this back in, and then I guess we'll just kind of try to mock up the intercooler piping. My buddy John does plan on welding it, so it's not just loaded with couplers. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of messed up when I was cutting that 90. It's kind of at like a, honestly, it's at like a 45 right now. It's not terrible. This is kind of what I was thinking for the intercooler piping. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if this is how we're gonna run it, but essentially we got an inflow and outflow, and they're gonna route to the intake manifold and the turbo. Like I said, my buddy John's gonna do all the welding with all the pipes to get them in and up there pretty decent, but this is just kind of like a mock-up. I might buy a couple more of those 90s just so that way, you know, if that doesn't work, we can just replace it. But clearance wise, we will have to possibly trim down just a little bit more on that bash bar, and we should have clearance for all that. So yeah, otherwise, if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like. Catch us in the next episode. We'll probably get a bunch more stuff cranked out, but this is where we're at for the most part.